Hi everyone, I hope all is well with you. This is Coins Kid, just letting you know about XRP. And once more, thanks for your help. Okay, take care of the Coins Key crew. I'm not a pen bear, pen boy, or anything else, but I always like to respond and follow the framework in the charts, all right? We may have found a chart that has done exactly what I thought it would do in this XRP market. Oh, and pretty much all of the other charts are wrong. I'll look at that chart with you. I've already told the Coins team about this. But the spark that we saw last Friday that took out that 190 low for me is clearly what scares me. As you can see, it's just me following the rules. I hope you understand that, because what I was looking at with XRP was this slow down, then a huge move into Q4 and Q1 of 2026, just like a Q4 blow off top, and then the cycle is over. This is what I've been thinking about with you for a long time. We can say that the fake wick on Friday broke the structure of a growing LED diagonal. Not on this chart though. Okay, is this map the best one? I'll show you, because this has been my main point of view for a long time, and it would pretty much disprove the idea that XRP is going to keep rolling over here because of the scam wick taking us down the 5-wave path I've been telling you about lately. That being said, the first thing I see for XRP, and I've seen this for a while with the daily, is the falling triangle, which means the price is going down. I thought the price of XRP would drop to where it is now for anyone who is paying attention. Once we were done, we would coil up, make a reversal design, and end with a Q4 finish, okay? All of this has been a corrective move into the spring. We had the 1, the 2, the 3, and the pullback 4 that led to this God candle back test, which was going to hold it and then it would go. Now there's a chart that does exactly what I was hoping it would do. So is it the case that all of this is basically, I'd love to tell you to F the wick and throw it out the window, but I have to deal with it. And for people who have been in the channel for a long time, you know that order is very important to me. In any case, the fact that we've lost that load on that wick worries me. But someone was kind enough to point me in the direction of a chart that hasn't lost a wick and is doing exactly what I thought it would. For people who have been watching the channel for a long time, I thought there would be a back test of that God candle back test, hold it as support, and then go back into Q4, because my main guess has been for a long time that we would do something like this 2, 3, 4 expanding leading diagonal, because you broke below wave 1 and then boom, Q4 end. And it gives us a beautiful neckline, a trend line to respect and cling to, because at that point we have a sell point for XRP, because we have a neckline of resistance that we can say, okay, when we tag that, we exit. This has been my main target for a very long time, and anyone who has been paying attention will know that it's up there around the 7 to 8 target, that from this low, this is your correction in the 1, 2, 3, and 4 waves that never lost this wave. Too low, and then goes, but I can't look at that and say for sure that's what will happen next, which is pretty much what I did back here in 2023 off this floor, because we did the same thing. The first wave, the second, the third, the fourth slowdown, the loss to wave 1 high, and then boom, the last 5th wave. This growing leading diagonal was also something we looked at in that case. No matter how far back we look, this was a main diagonal that grew. This move up from the low point was the same thing that ended the bull runoff and the big move for XRP in April 2021. It was the same thing. 1, 2, 3, and 4 were the ones who missed the wave 1 high. The last 5th was mostly a collar of resistance that came up like this. Boom. Take a look. There is resistance, resistance, resistance. Labeled it. Offer it for sale. Have a nice day. For a very, very long time, this has been my main. I've been thinking about this scenario since I got back from vacation. We get this falling triangle, this flash crash down where we hold this wave too low, and then we blow off into Q4. Because of the wick on Friday, it scared me because, as anyone who knows, wave 2 of this growing leaning diagonal value wave cannot be lost. If you miss wave 2, you'll lose the setting. You can fall into the highs of wave 1 and do something like that. That's why I'm just following the rules. But there is a chart going through exactly what I thought it would. So I guess I should throw this chart away. I would love to tell you I'm going to do that, but I have to respect what, in this chart that I track. It's basically XRP, crypto, it's the index. It has lost its wave too low, so it's concerning. So I'm looking for more clues right now that, the Q4 finish, the setup that I've been looking at with yourselves for a very long time right now, is about to play, game. basically it is about to happen. If it is, this will be my sell point. So it really is simple from this point. If XRP can coil up and create, basically an ascending triangle, which I relay to you forever, long time under this resistance of roughly 272, create a reversal pattern just there, start to coil up. And if it starts to break out and takes out that high just there, which is roughly 3,326, we're up here, and that's where I'll sell XRP. And this was, some kind of scam before, the big breakout to Q4, which has been my, theory for a very long time. So, I'm caught basically because of the wick and the structure and the loss of the wave 2 low. It has got me scratching my head basically. But there is a chart that's done exactly what I thought it would do. Then let's look at that chart right now before we go on with the movie. The chart in question is the Gemini chart. To get that, go to Trading View and click on XRPUSD. That will bring up the spot crypto Gemini chart. So I think Gemini is a trade that the Winklevoss brothers started. Do you say it that way? As for the two twins and the Facebook movie, you should watch it sometime. Great show. You could say that Mark Zuckerberg ripped them off on Facebook, which earned them a lot of money. They took that money and bought a lot of Bitcoin around 2013 or so. A lot of Bitcoin was given to them. And I think they have now started the Gemini market. I've never used it myself. But, look at that. It did pretty much exactly what I expected it to do. You have this falling triangle that comes down and gives up near the end. There is a flash crash, and that's when you get your bids in on the neckline. You make a triangle shape under this resistance, and then you break below it into Q4. This map is pretty exciting because it's exactly what we thought it would be, but all the other charts that do show it don't show that it's lost this low to cancel out, the growing leaning diagonal. So does this chart tell the truth? I hope it is, because if it does coil up as planned, you know what happens next. You coil up, you get a rising triangle, and you start to break through B. You then start to take off. Boom. This is the chart. I'm going to start using Gemini. Since we can't see the scam wick, we'll just keep our eyes on Gemini. But let's keep an eye on the Gemini chart from now on. I'll say it again. Put it in your plans. USDXRP. It's spot crypto Gemini, and that's what the symbol is. I'd love to say that this is the top of the charts right now, but this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 that's lost this wave 1 high. You have your leading diagonal that is growing setup. You know what your top is, you're back on the ground.